Hi, Michael here, looking at Psalms 55, specifically verse 20 to 23. This psalm may be subtitled, Cast Your Burden on the Lord. Let's go ahead and read those 4 verses from verse 20 to 23. Verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. And verse 23. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. And so we look to the treasure of David for the exposition. Verse 20. The psalmist cannot forget the traitor's conduct, and returns again to consider it. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He smites those to whom he had given the hand of friendship. He breaks the bonds of alliance. He is perfidious to those who dwell at ease because of his friendly profession. He hath broken his covenant. The most solemn league he has profaned. He is regardless of oaths and promises. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. He lauded and larded the man he hoped to devour. He buttered him up with flattery, and then battered him with malice. Beware of a man who has too much honey on his tongue. A trap is to be suspected where the bait is so tempting. Soft, smooth, oily words are most plentiful where truth and sincerity are most scarce. But war was in his heart. He brought forth butter in a lordly dish, but he had a 10-pin ready for the temples of his guest. When heart and lips so widely differ, the man is a monster, and those whom he assails are afflicted indeed. His words were softer than oil. Nothing could be more unctuous and fluent. There were no objectionable syllables, no jars of discords. His words were as yielding as the best juice of olive. Yet were they drawn swords, rapiers unsheathed, weapons brandished for the fray. Ah, base wretch, to be cajoling your victim while intending to devour him, entrapping him as if he were but a beast of prey. Surely such art thou thyself. Verse 22. Thy burden, or what thy God lays upon thee, lay thou it upon the Lord. His wisdom cast it on thee. It is thy wisdom to cast it on him. He casts thy lot for thee. Cast thy lot on him. He gives thee thy portion of suffering. Accept it with cheerful resignation, and then take it back to him by thine assured confidence. He shall sustain thee. Thy bread shall be given thee. Thy waters shall be sure. Abundant nourishment shall fit thee to bear all thy labors and trials. As thy days, so shall thy strength be. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. He may move like the boughs of a tree in the tempest, but he shall never be moved like a tree torn up by the roots. He stands firm who stands in God. Many would destroy the saints, but God has not suffered it, and never will. Like pillars, the godly stand immovable to the glory of the great architect. Verse 23. For the ungodly a sure, terrible, and fatal overthrow is appointed. Climb as they may, the pit yawns for them. God himself will cause them to descend into it, and destruction there shall be their portion. Bloody and deceitful men, with double iniquity of cruelty and craft upon them, shall not live out half their days. They shall be cut off in their quarrels, or being disappointed in their artifices, vexation shall end them. They were in heart murderers of others, and they became in reality self-murderers. Doubt not that virtue lengthens life, and that vice tends to shorten it. But I will trust in thee. A very wise, practical conclusion. We can have no better ground of confidence. The Lord is all, and more than all, that faith can need as the foundation of peaceful dependence. Lord, increase our faith evermore. Oh, a cup that runneth over. Lord, I thank you for your word and its exposition. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.